Welcome to Reality Creative Video. I'm Hermes. Let's talk about Manuka Honey. Manuka Honey comes from New Zealand. What makes this unique is there's a Manuka tree. There's a scientific name for the Manuka tree. I'll print it up there, but I ain't saying it. All of the stuff associated with the Manuka honey has got this big scientific names that I am not going to pronounce. So what makes Manuka honey different from your regular pasteurized honey that you buy in the store is that this has the Manuka, the bees will take the flower, the pollen from the Manuka tree and create enzymes inside the honey. MGO specifically, all right? There's 3 different enzymes in here that make it qualify for Manuka honey. Now, what's unique about Manuka honey is that a whole industry has sprung up over there on this, and there's honey coming out of here cannot have the Manuka label unless it has all of these 3 elements in the honey. So in most cases, you're getting a high quality honey because, and the price reflects it naturally, because there's oversight involved where there's no oversight in your local honey on what's in there and what's not. But this, you have to have all of those 3 enzymes in there. Otherwise, it can't be called Manuka honey. And there's a rating on there. There's actually 2 rating scales, but the one you're really most interested in is the MGO factor. This particular thing has an MGO factor of 50 that I got here at my local Walmart store. The MGO factor is the healing factor. That's the concentration of the healing element that's coming from the Manuka tree that's in this honey. And that factor can go anywhere from 10 plus 10 all the way up to over 100 from what I can tell. So the higher that number, the more expensive the honey's probably going to be. Anyway, I've been taking this one, a half a teaspoon a day, and I have to say that I feel much better. I felt good before. Let's face it, I'm on these colloidals, which are like the life spring fountain of youth. So I don't know, what I say, I feel better because I'm taking a little bit of the Manuka honey every day. I just want to say, yes, I do feel a little better from being better. It's like feeling great and then realizing, okay, there's another level of great. So, this is going to be part of my regular daily stuff. Now, Manuka honey is thick honey, all right? And it's not pasteurized or processed, which is very important because if you heat this honey over 60 degrees C, you're going to lose all of the natural properties that are in here. It will kill off most of the good stuff that you're trying to take. So, while you might be tempted to put Manuka honey in a hot tea, if it's boiling hot tea, you're going to kill off all of the good stuff that's in this honey. And so, that's why mostly they recommend you take the Manuka honey, like you can put it on burn marks and sores on your skin. You can take the Manuka honey and they recommend you just take it through a teaspoon and swallow it and not so much use it as a sweetener. If you want a sweetener and you like using honey, then let's go with the pasteurized stuff because the pasteurized stuff has been boiled and filtered. So it's got no good qualities left in it anyway as far as honey is concerned. But it is a sweetener, which is what you're going to want if you want to throw honey in your tea. Now, if you don't mind drinking room temperature tea, you can add the Manuka honey to your tea and drink it like that and get the health benefits of the Manuka honey in there. Now, another thing inside Manuka honey is a thing called royal jelly. Royal jelly is the stuff they feed the queen bee. That's the stuff that turns a mild-mannered female ant into a super bee, like 10 times the size. Now, of course, pound for pound, you're not going to get the amount of royal jelly that the queen bee is getting in her diet. But even a small amount of this mystery, and I call it a mystery alchemy, is really could be very beneficial to your body, because you know what it does with the queen bee. So even small amounts in a human being can have very positive effects. So royal jelly is very, very important in Manuka honey, and it is guaranteed to be in Manuka honey as one of those ingredients. Whereas pasteurized honey, you might be royal jelly in there, there may not be royal jelly in it. Either case, the pasteurizing process probably has killed off any of the benefits of royal jelly. Now there's also a third type of honey, and that's raw honey, which you buy in a honey bee farm, which comes from anywhere in the world. That you don't know what's actually in that honey, which is fine, that's okay. But it's just regular honey. It doesn't have the Manuka tree in there, which has the healing properties. Now, unless the beehive is in an area where there happens to be Manuka tree plants, I think in England, some of the honey has healing factors in it. So if you get the English honey, I have a friend that has a beehive, and she claims her honey is +5. So there must be some Manuka trees in England. I don't know. I'm just speculating, because I don't know how she can get a +5 rating without a Manuka tree. But anyway, that's what she claims. So it's possible you're going to get Manuka in other honey, but you're not going to know the concentration or anything like that, because it's clearly labeled and tested on the batches that you get out of New Zealand. Before we go, there are two classifications of Manuka honey. I just wanted to mention this because it's really important. There's multi and monofloral, and it'll say it on the thing which one it is. Monofloral means that the only thing in there is Manuka honey from the Manuka trees. That's much rarer and much more expensive. Multifloral means it has Manuka honey in there at the concentration it's supposed to have in it, but it also has honey from other trees from New Zealand. So it's not just Manuka honey. So this one here is a multifloral. But it's still rated at 50, which means it has the MGO in there from the Manuka tree. It just has other aspects in it. So those are the two different kinds of Manuka honey. I thought I'd mention that before I go. I'm Hermes. This is Reality Creative Video, and I will talk to you again soon.